In this lesson, we're going to have a look at a type of sequence that goes by many different names. So the most common name for it is an inductively defined sequence or an inductive sequence, but it could be called iterative or recursive also. So I'll introduce it by means of an example. And here's the example here. But before we actually attempt it, what we're going to do is have a look at what it actually means. So you can see here it says u subscript n plus 1 equals un plus 6. What that says is that the next term in a sequence is equal to the current term plus 6. So you get the next term by adding 6 to the current term. So in this case, the first term or the current term is 2. So we're given that u1 equals 2. So the next term in the sequence we get by adding 6 to the first term, which makes it 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. Then the next term, u3, again we get the next term by adding 6 to the previous term, which makes it 8 plus 6, which is 14. The fourth term we get by adding 6 to that, which gives us 20. And the fifth term we get by adding 6 to that, which makes 26. So hopefully that's quite intuitive. But before we move on, let's analyse what type of sequence this actually is, because we can see that if we get to the next term by adding 6 each time, this is actually a different way of writing an arithmetic sequence. With first term 2 and common difference 6. So when we simply add something to a term to get the next one, it's sort of like a hidden arithmetic sequence written in this new type of notation. So let's move on. Let's have a look at another example. And here it is here. Notice this one looks a little bit different though, because we don't say un plus 1 at the start, we say un. That still says the same thing. This index here, n, is still one more than that index there. So that says the next term, because this is the next term on from n minus 1, the next term is 2 times the previous term. So this could equally, if I wanted to, be written as un plus 1 equals 2un. Both of those notations mean exactly the same thing, that you get to the next term by timesing the previous term by 2. So let's have a go at this one. So the next term is the previous term times 2. So u1 we're told is 4. u2 is 2 times that, equals 8. u3 is 2 times that, which is 16. u4 is 2 times that, which is 32. And u5 is 2 times that, which is 64. And hopefully you can notice here that this is a geometric sequence. So this is an alternative way of writing the terms of a geometric sequence. The next term is a common ratio times the previous term. So let's do another. So this one here says we get the next term by doing 1 over the previous term. So the first term is 10. So the second term is the reciprocal of that, which is 1/10. The third term is the reciprocal of that, back to 10. The fourth term is the reciprocal of that, 1/10 again. The fifth term is the reciprocal of that, back to 10. So I can see that this pattern is just jumping between 10 and a 10th, 10 and a 10th. And a type of sequence that revolves around a certain set of values and keeps repeating itself, the technical name for it is a periodic sequence. And this sequence has period 2 because there's 2 terms before it repeats itself. If the cycle was 3 in length, then the period would be 3. So a periodic sequence. And the final example to go through is this one here. And the difference with this example is that there's 2 previous terms that the next term depends on. So this is telling us that the next term is 3 times the term before that, plus 2 times the term before that. So we need 2 previous terms to be able to do this. So we're told that u1 equals 4, u2 equals 2. So u3 is going to be 3 times the previous term, and the previous term was 2, plus 2 times the term before that, so plus 2 times 4, equals, so 6 add 8 is 14. The next term from that is 3 times the last term, so 3 times 14, plus 2 times the term before that, so plus 2 times 2, equals, and we'll use the calculator now, so 3 times 14 plus 2 times 2, which is 46, and the fifth term is 3 times the previous term, so 3 lots of 46, plus 2 times the term before that, so plus 2 times 14, so 3 times 46 plus 2 times 14, which is equal to 166. So there we have it, inductive sequences. So have a go now at the questions associated with this video.